In this Eternal Return video, we watch Black 42, a Titan ranked Yuki main, slice his opponents up to pieces using him. And now he still has his ult, going to be able to use it at any point to finish the fight, doesn't even need it. Styles on the other Yuki with the weapon skill. Here's the build and the ID. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Let's go. It's your boy Laevateinn World. We're back with another banger. Today we've got Yuki. And he's going to be playing pretty much the same build as last time. It stayed standard. It's that Laevateinn into the Dorborg, into the Shah Jahan. It's really, really great. Black, of course, demonstrated his power as a very strong Yuki player last time. And we're going to be seeing him again in this game. Guys, just in case you don't know, the skill order on Yuki is usually you get your Q first, then your passive, then your E, and then your W. Okay, and then the route that he's going to be following is from alley to factory to chapel to temple and finally pond. Gonna be running into a Zahir, doesn't even emote. He's got his game face on. He can make the Samshir at any point if he wants. Samshir not part of getting that Laevateinn done. Laevateinn, of course, made from Masemuna and the cross. And for those items, for Masemuna, you're going to need a katana and oil. So that's what he's getting now. He's finishing that Laevateinn. And Bushakaya got his item online, his main item. Really good to get it under 1 minute, guys. He's making good time, I must say that. Finds the nail he's going to need for white rhinos eventually. So now what stops him from getting white rhinos is actually just leather. As soon as he gets leather, he's going to be able to get the white rhinos, which means he might be attacking some chickens here soon. Just going to jump onto the Luke here. Has advantage. Uses his E into the Q. So much damage coming out. Now uses his W to get his E back on cooldown. And uses another E and boom! Into the stun. And this is going to be Luke going down. Really, really well played. Finds the electronic parts. And finds the leather he needs to finish the white rhinos there. Really, really great. So electronic parts gonna help him finish his OPS tactical way, way quicker. Gets the next cross that he's gonna need for the Saints Relic, which is going to build eventually into the Veritux Lux Mia. And Veritux Lux Mia, of course, that item that gives you HP regen, it gives you extra skill damage, extra normal damage. It's a great accessory item for Yuki in specific. I think the only item which really could outdo it is the Emerald Tablet in terms of Yuki. And now we're going to just be seeing him roam around here at Temple, just trying to get his build done. Of course, needs the Turtle Dorborg and finds the first component, which is the Monk's Robe. And going to be able to make a dress now. Finish that Kuipao. He's got 2 Monk's Robes going. Very, very strange. But finishes the Veritux Lux Mia off the Buddha Sarira. I just got a flex that I have crammed tons of items into the back of my head over a period of a few weeks. So I love saying all of their names so much. There's some activity here. He's going to want to jump on. There's someone taking the bears. And now this someone is a Zahir and they're going to be taken. Also trying to take a Hanwoo here. And Hanwoo just going to eat the ult. So much damage coming out from Yuki. And Zahir finishes the Hanwoo. But now Zahir in so much trouble. Going to eat the stun. And now Suichi, after the Zahir dies to Yuki, Suichi trying to get some action in. But Yuki knows better. Just going to be parting back to this actually. Just finds a hat that he needs. That's going to get him closer to that OPS tactical. Okay, but he's not really trying to engage. Needs a normal helmet, a bike helmet, to get the OPS tactical finished here. It's going to help him build the OPS tactical. Finds the ruby that he needs for Shah Jahan instantly. Sheath of Shah Jahan coming through. And that's really, really great. He's almost there, just lacking a few items before he gets that full build. and finishes the Didobok. So now all we need is that helmet, and he's gonna be full build. I say full build like that because other items could come through. Force core is great. Force core is gonna be amazing. Force core could be used for him specifically to build the emerald tablet. So now finding some playing cards and a flower to build those flowers of fate becomes pretty important for him. Also, Laevateinn becomes a item that he could want to build. Laevateinn is a legendary item built of Shamshir and some Hadi fire, and it's just a very strong item for Yuki when going into late game. So let's see how he parts here. Alright, so now everyone going to be popping up as we transition into the next time. You can just see everything going on the map. There was around three other people in Uptown. I did see a Jackie and a Jukai. Just going to be running into another Yuki. Uses his stun and the E. And now he still has his ult. Going to be able to use it at any point to finish the fight. Doesn't even need it. Styles on the other Yuki with the weapon skill. And also manages to find the Tree of Life stack off him. That is so big. Rusty Sword uses the fire on it. And now only going to have to find a... only going to have to find stone here to build the true Samadhi fire, and that's going to get him the Laevateinn. Interesting thing about Laevateinn is that actually in Norse mythology, part of one of the stories around Norse mythology is this weapon known as Laevateinn, and it's a weapon crafted by Loki, and it was used to kill you're not gonna believe this. It was used to kill Vidofnir. And what is Vidofnir? If you don't know, Vidofnir is actually an immortal chicken, to put it as simply as possible, like an immortal chicken, or at least a chicken that can't be killed by anything else but the Laevateinn. So very interesting that we see it in Immortal Return. Not Immortal Return, Eternal Return. The developers probably thought to themselves, really cool inside joke. We've got a bunch of chickens on the map, so this is like our chicken hunter item. And now gonna be hunting the chicken that is Suichi. Suichi trying to use his ult, turn this fight around. He ate so much damage from the stun and the E. Now turns the fight. Oh, uses his weapon skill to juke out on this, but gets autoed to death by Black. And Black 42 showing why he is such a dominant force on ladder right now. Displaying what it is to be a Titan player. He's got a magazine in his inventory, which could make him more tanky at a certain point if he feels like he needs to switch up. But for now, just going to be making some baked carp. You know, doing some chores, fishing, cooking. You know what it is. Getting rid of the bats, not finding any chickens to kill. Any invincible roosters like Vidofnir. Okay, picks up the force core again. Not really an item you want to leave on the floor at any point. Ooh, so the Tree of Life that Yuki had wasn't from this region. So he can find another Tree of Life stack here. I'm just wondering the possible items. What could he possibly want to do with that? Maybe get another force core? Find some meteorite, get another force core of the powder of life. I think that would be the most... Okay, he's building another true Samadhi fire. Okay, that makes sense. So he builds another Laevateinn, and that's going to give him mastery plus XP. Okay, very clever by him. This confused me once before, because if you've watched one of my older videos, Adriana builds 2 Boots of Hermes, and I was like, why is he building 2 Boots of Hermes? And everyone kindly just explained to me that it's just for the XP. It's that simple. It gives you the XP, and building those legendary items really gives you a lot of XP, and it's going to get you ahead of your opponents really quickly. Levels in this game is very important. You're taking a lot of 1v1s, and a lot of the time base stats, and you know, just being able to stat check your opponent, that decides a lot of fights. Of course, there are certain fights where the levels won't matter. Finally gets to kill a rooster here, and we can celebrate the fact that he has 2 Laevateins now with 2 roosters. I'm going to keep that going until the end of the video, guys. That story is crazy. Mythology in general is just a whole mess. Alright, he's going to be activating the console here. 8 players left. He's got 4 kills. Lots of characters which are still a threat. Things like Sissela. Jackie isn't bad. Luke isn't bad. We just see a Luke using the hyperloop there. Sylvia could be a really bad matchup for him. Now finds the Wick. That's what he was doing in this region. Really just taking the map right now, Black. Eats the ult from Sissela and sees her potting down there. And he has to kite Wick into this obscure area here on the bridge of Pond. And now Sissela, trying to assert her dominance around this objective, does manage to do that. And she's going to get all the loot from that. Probably going to take both the VF, Blood, and the Force Core. Just also as a means of denying those items from other people who could potentially use them. Of course, sometimes Wick will drop a cell phone, and cell phone ends up being pretty good for characters like Sissela, because then they can build those remote traps, and then they can set them up around the lost console and control that area even more dominantly than they normally would. So very scary to see her get Wick there and have the time to just loot everything that she needs from it. Okay, now I suppose vision becomes more important. He's hovering the other Laevateinn in his inventory. I'm confused as to why. He just put his cursor over it. Was kind of explaining something to his chat. His chat seems to be laughing, so he's probably cracking a joke there. Alright, now we're just gonna see if he does end up looking for binoculars here in this area. Doesn't. Going straight to the hyperloop. Okay, so who or what is he looking for here? Goes to Dock and now searching. I think Dock is another region where you can find binoculars. And hovering the Laevateinn again. Maybe explaining the chicken thing that I told you guys. Maybe Black's in on the joke as well. Okay, finds binoculars, going to be building the telephoto lenses. Very good, those lenses. They allow you to see units and stuff that is invisible. It does help you a lot in 1v1s against stealth characters, you know, characters that use daggers. EQ going to be coming out instantly. And now Sylvia running on a bike form. Sylvia taking so much damage from the R. And will it be enough? Almost enough to pop her. Doesn't manage. He's going to have his E, but he's not going to pursue this. Just going to be taking wolves off that. And pretty sad. Sissela there in the distance kind of wanted to pursue the fight, or at least wanted to find out what was going on. She popped up on the map for a bit, but didn't find Sylvia there. She might have had vision of that and just pathed the wrong way to stop Sylvia. I see why Sissela was waiting for Sylvia in that patch of region there, just by the chapel. Because she didn't really think that Sylvia would be pathing into the restricted area to escape that. Very smart by Sissela, but doesn't manage to cut off the Sylvia there. Okay, so Yuki just back in the cut of this game, going to be looking for binoculars here in the last region. Sissela instantly activates her ultimate, probably has vision of Yuki. He knows that he's seen Black here playing very passively now. He knows he doesn't want to take a 1v1 with the Sissela when she has advantage. She has vision advantage on him, and she kind of has control of the region that he would need to be walking in. Of course, his best fights are going to come from an ambush onto her, but still a very difficult fight for Yuki to pull. He's going to have to hope for some help here at the end. So he does have some Mithril in his inventory. We're going to see Mithril Shield going to be coming through from that. Okay, so Mithril Shield now opted into. Pretty good item. Gonna make him pretty strong. Extra attack speed, extra attack power. Great item on the likes of Yuki. Definitely better than Shah Jahan, and dodges out on the E there from Sissela. And just gonna have to respect her control over every region that he wants to walk into to do something on the map. And yeah, I think she did find the cell phone there, because those look like smart bombs that she's using to control the area. And now Black has to hyperloop into an opposite part of the map. So goes to Ali here. Just got to be activating console, of course, guys. First things first, new region, new console to activate, new vision to get. Gonna jump onto this E into the Q and uses his R instantly. Chiara doing so much damage back, but it's not enough right now. Uses his weapon skill to style on the Chiara, and that's going to be the 5th kill coming out for Black. Black 42 now finds the Mithril Helm, extra defense. Loses out on a little bit of attack speed, but a generally better item. So extra defense, extra cooldown reduction, loses out on a little bit of attack speed. Keeps the OPS tactical in his inventory though, saying that he might want to sub out for it at some point. Still just teasing us with the Laevateinn. Can someone in the chat please explain why he's hovering that Laevateinn and why his chat seems to be finding it funny that he's doing this? Okay, he wants to take certain items but opts not to. He's happy with his inventory right now. And really, I don't see what he could really improve, except for now just finding the Flowers of Fate and finishing that Emerald Tablet. This is something that he could have done some time ago, and he's just gonna have to now look around for playing cards and see if he can find those. Playing cards and a flower. So now pods to Uptown. I think Sissela ruined his game plan quite a lot. We know he's going to be coming here to the console. And Sissela still just being a menace, bullying Yuki at this point. And from what I can tell on the map, from what I can see, this does look like our lost region. We'll just get some confirmation next time he presses the map. Just planting vision now. And Sissela, the disgustingly aggressive character right now. Really just applying different levels of pressure to Black's game plan. Now he's got to be in beach, just attacking, got to be getting some XP. Activates the console. Sissela with the auto attack build. She's got Mithril shields, she's got Imperial crowns. Oh, very scary. She's not running the cards of tyranny, that item that we saw from the last game. Instead using the, is it the Wheel of Fire and Fate? I think it's called Wheel of Wind and Fire, or Fire and Fate. It's that blue spinny shuriken item that she's got in her inventory. Okay. So Yuke's now just playing really passively for the past few minutes right now. I do feel for him because he has been kind of just trying to get into Uptown. Doesn't even take the binoculars there. Is happy with 6 vision stacks here. He even planted a lot of his vision there in beach earlier on. Just left it on the ground there. And looking for playing cards now. Finds the playing cards. Okay, now can go into Uptown and potentially finish the item. Alright, that's a big find. Just needs to find flowers here and he can finish this. But now, time is not of the essence. A bunch of white-haired characters versus Black. This is the ultimate showdown. 3 white-haired characters, 1 Yuki. Who will win this? Oh, and he finds the flowers into the Emerald Tablet. That's so big. I think he's at a severe disadvantage against the likes of Sissela. But against Luke, he could possibly take a 1v1. We're just going to wait until he tabs again to see Luke's items. Ooh, Luke with the Monkey King bar and the Phantom Opera mask. Luke is slightly favored in that 1v1, but it will be dependent on who can dodge what skill shots. Definitely, because Luke has certain things he needs to land, his Q and his R. And Yuki just literally has to land his R. Everything else kind of auto attack base. Of course, his weapon skill as well, very important part of that combo. Someone leaving a lightsaber or the Durandal Mach 2 on the floor. And now Luke trying to pursue onto a character there, but we're just going to see him duck out of vision there. Of course, these players know exactly where the vision is, so when they pop up on it, you could consider it as a bait. Sissela now very, very comfortable with standing in vision. She's very, very cozy right now in this matchup. 25 seconds until everyone has to kind of group up in that small area. I think the 20 seconds will pass without seeing some action, and then things are going to get hectic. It's going to depend on who wants to kill who. There's a Jackie, a Yuki, a Sissela. Yuki definitely wants Sissela out, going onto her with his E and his Q, doing a lot of damage there, and she has to respect him as well. She can't just go in like that. Of course, the Dobok now going to be showing off its power in the small space. The extra attack range going to be very important against the likes of Luke and Jackie. They might just want to get rid of Yuki for that. Yuki probably perceived as the bigger threat to these characters. And he jumps onto Sissela. And now Jackie not jumping onto Sissela. Jackie doesn't want the Sissela dead here. Jackie looks like she wants to third party onto Yuki, but looking very cautiously for the right opportunity. Yuki eating so much damage. Black now going to be jumped on. Has to jump onto the Jackie now. And he does have his weapon skill. And zones her out. Uses his ult. And that's a problem for him. Uses the stun. And everyone jumping onto Black now. And now Luke being turned on. And Jackie being turned on. Jackie going down. And Luke uses his ult onto the Yuki. Manages to auto attack the Yuki. And now Luke will probably have control of that region. Unfortunately, Yuki doesn't manage to win that. But a very, very strong showing. Gets a 6-kill game, guys. That's very, very big. Considering at that last console, it was a kind of 3v1 situation. People didn't want to fight him in the 1v1. Maybe thought that he was going to dominate that. I would have opted into taking out Luke. My personal opinion. I do want to focus in the future on making videos where the players kind of make mistakes as well, where they could have played things out a bit better. Of course, in this scenario, not really possible. This is your boy, Loy Meets World. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.